All right, today I'm going to give you 5 tips about what not to do if you find out you're under OIG investigation. Many of our clients find out they're under OIG investigation, then they do something they shouldn't have, and they get themselves into more trouble. So I want to help you avoid getting into more trouble. Welcome to OMG, it's the OIG, a serious look at Office of Inspector General investigations. My name is Sara Kropf. I'm a lawyer here in Washington, D.C., and our firm helps federal employees and companies who have federal contracts navigate OIG investigations. If this video is helpful and you want to get in touch and you need help because you're under OIG investigation, all my contact information is below. All right, let's jump in. So the first thing you shouldn't do if you find out you're under OIG investigation is underestimate it. So just because it's the OIG and not the FBI or the Department of Justice doesn't mean it's not serious. Now, it could be serious because it has to do with your federal contract with the agency, but it could also be very serious because OIGs help the FBI and the Department of Justice investigate crimes. So just because it's an OIG agent who's contacted you doesn't mean that there couldn't be a very serious criminal investigation happening behind the scenes. So you need to take it very, very seriously. Now, the second thing you shouldn't do is destroy documents. Now, this means don't delete any emails, even if you double delete them. Don't throw away any documents, shred any documents, or get rid of anything that could be related to the investigation. The reason is that once you know you're under investigation, if you delete any documents or throw away any documents related to it, that could be seen as obstruction of justice, and that's a crime. So you want to make sure you avoid committing any crimes during this investigation. You may have done nothing wrong in the underlying thing that they're investigating. What you don't want to do is dig a hole deeper and destroy documents and get in trouble that way. Now, the third thing, and the third tip about what not to do when you find out you're under OIG investigation is talk to other people about it. Now, particularly for federal employees, you're going to want to talk to your colleagues about it. You're going to want to find out if they got contacted by the OIG, are they going to be interviewed, what is this about? But you need to be very careful because when you talk to someone else during an investigation, and that other person could be a potential witness in the case, the OIG could view it as you trying to engage in witness tampering or obstruction of justice by the two of you trying to get your stories together. So although it's very tempting and you're going to want to talk with your colleagues about it, you shouldn't, particularly until you talk to a lawyer and get a lay of the land about what's going on. Now, the fourth thing that you shouldn't do if you find out you're under OIG investigation is use your work computer to communicate with your lawyer. Now, this applies when you're a federal employee. Now, the reason is when you log on in the morning, you probably see that warning that you ignore every time that says that the federal government can see what's on your computer and that you don't have any privacy in what is on your work computer. So if you send an email from your work email to a lawyer and describe what's going on, potentially the OIG could see that because likely during the investigation at some point they're going to take your emails and they're going to review them. So when you reach out to a lawyer and when you communicate with your lawyer, use a personal email. Use your Gmail, use your Hotmail, whatever you use outside of the office, and use your personal phone or your personal computer to do it. Now, the last thing and the fifth tip about what not to do when you find out you're under OIG investigation is don't panic. Now, many of our clients contact us and they're extremely worried, and we understand because your job is on the line, this contract for your company that's keeping your company business is on the line, and you need to take it seriously. But don't panic. Talk with your lawyer, and your lawyer is going to help you figure out if you're just a witness, if what they're looking into is very serious or not serious. Are they looking into something potentially criminal, or is it purely administrative? So until you know you have something really to worry about, do not panic. And certainly don't do any of the things I just described above. All right, I hope that these tips were helpful for you. If you want to get in touch with us, like I said earlier, our contact information is below. I also put in the notes below a link to our ebook, which is an 80-page book that we wrote describing OIG investigations and helping to help people get through them. And there's also a link to our blog, which is called Grand Jury Target. You can check that out. We've written a lot of blog posts on OIG investigations in some detail, and you can get some more information there. Thanks so much for watching.